Recently, I've had a startling revelation. This happened on a random night when I was scrolling IG, the usual. On the main timeline, not even the explore page. Just going through the posts of friends and creators that I follow, right? Granted, this is doom scrolling in full effect, but at that point I knew what I was getting myself into and I was just doing it willingly because I felt like doing nothing else besides just sitting on my lazy ass and chilling. And as I said, I weighed out the options and I let myself go willingly at that point in time, knowing what I was getting myself into, or at least that's what I thought, because a couple minutes into scrolling I started to realize a recurring pattern. These posts that I'm seeing, these aren't posts from accounts that I follow. No, these are posts recommended to me by IG from random pages with no faces behind them. Pages that exist solely to steal clips from random movies and TV shows, post them and get a shitload of engagement because people like me cannot seem to look away, even though we know that this is a blatant attempt by Instagram to get us to stay on the app as long as possible. Now, we know Instagram has had recommended posts on our homepages for a while. This is not a surprise. But sooner or later I started to realize that my homepage had more random posts from accounts I don't follow than accounts I actually follow. Like, what the fuck? I just caught my dumbass watching clips of movies and TV series over and over again to no end. Fucking Doctor House diagnosing patients. Random Chinese movie of a bunch of fishermen fighting some fish demon. And... bro, cockroaches on Mars. This shit is embarrassing. I was so appalled. I didn't sign up for this. Bitch, I signed up to see NBA highlights, music reels, memes, maybe a little carousels from that one friend who I think is bad as fuck, but I can't express my intent because he's in a very loving relationship. But anyways, yeah, I couldn't believe it. For the longest time, I thought I've been savvy enough to see through the tricks that these social media apps have been pulling. But that night, I just felt like I hit a new low, man. I don't know. I've truly lost at that moment. By the time I realized what kind of trap I was falling into, it was 2:30. And I had originally planned to go to sleep by like 2 because I started scrolling at, 1:30, which was way past the ideal time of 1 because I was distracted the whole time trying to write a verse to a song or like finding the right snare to a beat. Lately, I've been realizing the need to get my sleep schedule right because I'm just sleeping at 3 and waking up at 11, sometimes 12 in the afternoon like a pig. And surely this isn't healthy, or at the very least, just not productive at all. Like, bro, I'd be waking up at 12 and thinking, damn, I just missed out on half my day. I could have hit the gym or something, do schoolwork, write a video script all within the same day. But now that I woke up at the damn noon, I gotta cut my schedule down to like 2 major activities tops. Like my energy's fucked up, everything's fucked up, my meal intervals be fucked up, and it's all the phone's fault. It's not my fault that I don't have the discipline to turn that shit off. It's all the phone's fault. Bro, a phone addiction is so bad, bro. This shit worse than crack because it's literally the most accessible thing at all times. It's always in your pockets. And there's rarely anything that will stop you from just pulling that shit out.
What?
Besides your conscience. Even when I'm in class, like, nothing's really stopping me from just sneaking a glance at IG from time to time, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, like, I'm for sure still paying attention, listening in class. But because of the constant need of a dopamine rush instilled in me through years of doom scrolling and maybe a little bit of my undiagnosed ADHD, I can't help but just grab my phone, bro. And you know what, like, I've come to realize also that half of the time, it's really the notifications that fuck my flow up too. I could be locking in on a task, and I'm really starting to find my groove, and all of a sudden, oh shit, like, who the fuck? Now, because I'm waiting on a response from my crush that I'm currently texting, and by the way, really awkwardly, to the extent where she said that I text like a boomer. And she asked me how old I was, even though I'm pretty sure we established way before that I was only a year older. Yeah, I whipped that phone out with excitement, just to be met with disappointment. Turns out, it was this mail on my school's Outlook from a club that I give zero fucks about. Like, holy shit, bro, the only reason you're still in my inbox is because I'm too lazy to block you. So this is kind of self-inflicted. But regardless, now I'm just pissed off. And since the reward center in my brain did not sense any reward whatsoever, obviously the first thing to do next would be to, and very conveniently, mind you, with the swipe and 2 taps, go into TikTok or IG and just stay on there for like, I don't know, 5 to 15 minutes before realizing, hold up, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be writing an essay I need to submit in like 4 hours. Can I log the fuck in? And the answer to that would be no. As a matter of fact, cannot log the fuck in. Allergic to logging in. Have been so for at least a decade now because of the damn phone. And I just want to say in conclusion that this is all the fault of tech feudal lords that basically run our lives at this point and influence our habits to maximize their profits. 100%. Like, I get taking accountability for your own life and actions, but now is not the time for that because there's bigger fish to fry. And by fish to fry, I mean just putting all the blame on big tech and really just organizing global revolution. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we need to start mobilizing and burning these data centers because we just need a reset, like, on guard. Enough is enough, and we gotta weigh out the cost to benefit here. Like, listen, I understand the convenience of technology, alright? The instant gratification whenever you doom scroll, and also when you goon to just the obscene amount of corn that is readily available at your fingertips, and nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, should have ever been granted access to. But it gets to a point, dog. Like, look what this shit is doing to our attention spans. And right now is a really good moment for me to pull out some credible research about the increasing prevalence of attention fragmentation. But in true Gen Z brain rot fashion, ain't nobody got time for that. We're just gonna go with the personal anecdotes that I already provided in this video to support the point that we need some form of drastic change expeditiously in an efficient manner, and that will come obviously not through a screen detox and building discipline, not through asking what you can do for yourself because that is myopic as fuck. No, instead change will come through very violent and blood-soaked revolution. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.